Happy Monday to everybody. It's 9:57 and on a Monday, and I hope everyone is safe right now. I'll tell you, it was pretty crazy. Having to listen and watch all of the media last night in regards to what's been going on. You may be hearing some beeping and blooping, and just to let you know, I'm in the middle of administering an online proctor. I'm online proctoring an exam right now, so I have this computer right here, which is my normal PC, and I have my MacBook to my right, and I'm basically watching a student take an exam right now, remote desktop, and it is, it's nice that um, it was a little insane this morning. So what happened was there's an online exam that I would normally have to administer. Actually, it's not even an online exam. It's actually an in-campus exam that you have to take in a computer lab. And unfortunately, since COVID, and nobody can be on campus, this particular exam was, last minute changed over to be able to, administer online, which is the first time it's ever happened. And it's a bit of a mess because this exam was supposed to start at 9 a.m. And so I got all of the instructions to do this, and it says, okay, 5 minutes before your scheduled time, you need to log in, with your credentials and whatever, so that you can allow the students to go in and take the exam. Easier said than done. I go in with 5 minutes into the exam, and then it's not recognizing my username and password, which I've been able to use to get into the rest of the test proctoring websites. And then I'm on hold with customer support for like 10 minutes, realizing I'm dialing the wrong number. Then I have to hang up and dial another number, and then they're like, well, yeah, your account isn't associated with a test site. And going, are you kidding me? This is through my school. Like, what the hell's going on? So anyway, they're able to fix it. So I have like a 1 hour and 30-minute time window to be able to allow students to take this exam. This exam is 50 minutes long. The good news is that I was able to get this all resolved within the time window. So, I have, and here's the funny kicker of the whole thing, is I had 10 seats available to have students take this exam. I have two slots, one for this morning and then one for Wednesday, which there are going to be more students. But you want to take a wild guess how many students are taking this exam right now, even though I had 10 seats open. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Yeah, I have one student taking this exam right now that used to be a mandatory as part of this course when we were still meeting on campus. Now has become an optional. So everyone's like, oh, it's optional. I don't have to take it. You know, um, yeah, whatever. So, yes, I know that that's frustrating. And yes, I mean, only one student is benefiting from this entire thing, but I know it coming Wednesday, when I have to do the second round of this, is not going to be insane. But I will tell you right now, that was probably the worst 47 minutes of my week so far in regards to getting anything done. So that's basically what's been going on with that. Um, yeah, one thing that I turned off before I started, other than restarting this computer, but one thing that I did turn off, was I had the police scanner on, for this area and also for the west side where most of the mess is happening with all of the rioting and looting. Long Beach is being affected badly too. If you haven't been watching the news, and if you live near Santa Monica, you have a 4 p.m. curfew now. If you're in Beverly Hills, you have a 1 p.m. curfew now, which means everything is shutting down super early. And even though this week was supposed to be the week that things were supposed to reopen, or at least have more to allow more people to go and do their thing, it's just further proof that we're in a point where we still can't have nice things. And Santa Monica is completely effed right now. I don't even have to go into it any further. And just to put in perspective where I live for all of my out-of-state friends, where I live, I'm basically 15 miles north of Long Beach and 15 miles south of Santa Monica, so I'm like right in the middle of everything. But I'm in an area that really isn't experiencing the mass volume of looting. Have there been incidents near me? Yes. Currently, there was a Metro PCS phone, phone store less than 2 miles from my house that was looted. Um, there have been multiple stabbings and shootings and stuff like that are probably about maybe 5-6 miles away. Um, yes, hi Lori, how you doing? Yes, finally did resolve the problem, and that was a pain in the butt, but it should be okay for Wednesday, so I feel a little bit better now. Right now, I'm just watching as if you see me turn my head, I'm just making sure my other laptop does not fall asleep because I have to make sure the student's doing what he's doing, and looks like it's doing okay. It's just a mess. So, but yeah, curfews abound. If you, this is one of the few times that I've actually found it useful to have the Citizen app, and I decided to put it on my iPad instead of my phone because since I look at my phone a lot more, I think it would be ultra depressing if I had the Citizen app on my phone. But yeah, it's just I, not to go into anything political or anything like that, but yes, a lot of activities and a lot of choices that have been made by a lot of people have turned violent and just nonsensical at this point. And the only thing that we can do is just try to keep ourselves safe and not, get in a situation where, you know, uh, we could get ourselves into, a compromising situation. So I mean, the best thing we can do right now is stay home, or as much as possible stay away from areas that have the potential of, you know, exploding. Um, it is really sad to see the state of things. I think that we've gone from, having to deal with just trying to protect ourselves from an invisible force now to seeing that there are forces that are not invisible that are now, you know, messing our whole day up. And it's disappointing. No one had expected 2020 to be written like this, and even if they did, they'd definitely be a really weird film student. Yeah. I mean, aside from that, it's been nice though. In terms of, yeah, yesterday was a fun day. I got to see a bunch of scooters ride and a doggy in the back of a bike and all sorts of things. But yeah, the fact that I was in Alhambra just as they announced that the curfews were going to start at 6 p.m. It's a bit scary. It's a bit nerve wracking, a bit disheartening, and there's just nothing you can really do except, just do your thing, comply, and go home. And that was pretty much what happened with the rest of my day. So yeah, it's not fun to start your day like, with my internet blowing up and trying to make sure that, you know my student can take his exam. you know uh, this online learning thing obviously is still not perfect, and uh, the online administration for an exam that's normally not done online is that was pretty insane. But persevered, got through. It's stressful, it's nerve-wracking. All you can do is just try to do the best you can with it, um, and just kind of go from there. That's what we have. So for today, uh, after this, I can reset and reload for Wednesday, and hopefully I think I have the information for that one already, and then just continue doing the best that I can with things. I you know with all of this stuff going on, I think that I think this is definitely a test of how well we can just look out for the people that we care about, and just try to remain as calm and as positive as you can in regards to just hoping to find that there's still positivity in the world, and that this is only a very small handful of people who are choosing to tarnish a a movement that has been a long time coming. Uh, Yesterday when I was riding through Palos Verdes and Redondo Beach, There were a few protests, and rode past those protests, and they were peaceful protests. They were the standard ones where everyone's, signs loud, saying stuff, nothing violent. Everyone's standing at the corner, making their voices heard. That was completely fine. I mean, yes, was there police presence? Yeah, but it was really more for traffic control rather than controlling the crowd. That was fine. But the other stuff where it devolves into let's go and break into the Nike store at the Pike, that's not protesting. That is straight up looting. That is not cool. But, I'm not one to tell people that they're being bad. Anyway, that's my quick thing. As I mentioned, administering an online exam is harder than it sounds. Uh, and I'm a computer teacher that's trying to administer an online exam where my credentials are pretty much at the mercy of someone else who's operating an online exam platform. The irony is involved. Anyway, be good. I'm just gonna continue watching this guy go blinkety blank, but hopefully, I think he'll pass his exam. He seems like a good student. But if you have any questions, comments, want to say hi, that kind of thing, I'm here. Just making sure that everything stays safe in this part of the world. I will post things as I see them, and I'm going to do my best to stay out of the areas that are causing the weirdness, and hopefully that the weirdness does not, gravitate into, this side of town. They gotta keep us kind of sane here. So, anyway, that's all I got for now. Hope you all are well. Enjoy your Monday the best you can. If you're working from home, I'm glad you're working from home, and if you're not working at home and you're in one of those areas, good luck, and stay safe out there, and do what you gotta do. I'll talk to y'all later.